Peace, my beautiful friends. It is Ben here. I'm with Angie, and welcome back to another Vinyasa yoga practice. So today is going to be a fun and explorative practice. We're going to do a lot of balancing on one leg and interesting transitions to get from balance to balance and from balance to posture. So a little bit more on the legs today, but the arms, think of them as kind of your additional extremities that are here to help us balance and to help us find awareness of where our bodies are moving throughout space. With that being said, we're starting at the top of the mat, Tadasana position. Let the palms rotate forward, shoulders roll down the back, top of the head becomes taller. Find your breath. Notice how good it feels to really take a deep breath. Let's try out balance right away by grounding down through the right foot and floating up through the left knee. Left knee floats, arms up to the sky. Try to straighten through the arms, unless of course if you hyperextend through your arms, then you might find a little bend. And you'll notice we're just trying to find our balance over here. So this first balance of the day, really, you're just finding the sensation of balance, not necessarily the reality of balance. Unless it's there for you, then even better. Okay, so easy, switch legs. Just shake out the arms, place the leg down, and then switch when you're ready. We're just using this as preparation for the journey ahead. Arms can lift up, but if your arms get tired, you can always rest hands down at heart center, or you can bring hands to hips, can feel good. Try to find a neutral long spine, so it's kind of sometimes natural to lean back a little bit, makes it a little easier. Try to stay upright, firm up through the core, and flex the right toes back toward the shin to energize through your right leg. Last moment here. Okay, release, and then shake out the arms, and begin taking some easy twists side to side. So maybe the arms are just kind of floating, maybe the arms are smacking your body each time when you twist. Let this be a little loosey-goosey, for lack of better words, for lack of more official words. Just some loose twists to open up space. Because today we're moving free. Today we're moving a little bit more like a dance, so we're releasing. Some of the classes here on this channel have more structure and there's a lot of alignment, but in this one we're just flowing freely and seeing how the body can move through space. Okay, come through center and take the arms and just swing the arms to open up through the shoulders. Just crisscross the arms and try to have the opposite arm go on top each time. Again, even though this is a lower body focused practice, I still want us to have awareness through the arms because they're still part of the equation always. Okay, come back through center, relax the arms. I know this might seem like a weird request. I don't think I've ever done this on this channel, but do 10 squats real quick. Just 10 easy squats. You can go slow if you want, go as deep or shallow. And again, same reason as those little twists. We're just looking to create energy in the body before we ask ourselves to do some of these more interesting transitions or balancing postures. To be honest, I'm not counting, so I'm just gonna say that's probably like 9. I'm gonna do one more. 10. Okay. Float the left knee into the chest. Arms up, if that feels all right. From here, take warrior 3. Left leg reaches back. Your arms can be at heart center, or sometimes it feels interesting to reach the arms backwards as the left leg reaches backwards. Step all the way to the back of the mat, and then open to warrior 2. I like to lead with the left arm taking a big circle, and then the hips open to warrior 2, so the left heel rotates down, and we're strong in both legs. From warrior 2, take a skandasana at the back of the mat, bending into the left knee, shifting the hips in that direction. From here, crawl the hands to the top of the mat, like you're a tiger. Grip the mat once you get to the top of the mat to the outsides of your right foot. Bring the right leg to the sky, 3-limb down dog. Right leg stretches up. Step the right foot through to the top of the mat, and then blossom forward to warrior 3. Same balance, different entryway. Stork pose, one-legged Tadasana. Left knee pulls into the chest, arms up to the sky. Take an inhale. Place both feet down, relax the arms, exhale. Float the right knee up, switching sides. Right into warrior three, right leg reaches behind you. Your choice if the arms reach back as well. That's the variation that we're gonna take today. Step back, we're heading to warrior two. Lead with the right arm circling forward and then the arms spread apart for warrior two. We'll take our warrior two to the back of the mat for Skandasana, bending into the right knee. You choose how low you go, and you might find that ankle naturally pops up when you get there. Totally cool. Use the hands to help you bear crawl to the top of the mat, and then step the left foot all the way to the sky. Three-legged dog. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Lead with the chest, warrior three. I always think of like, say it with your chest. Lead with the chest, and then let the legs naturally follow the momentum created by the upper body. Stork pose, right knee pulls into the chest, find balance, arms up, inhale. Exhale, place the right foot down. Okay, round one complete. We're gonna kind of keep in that similar flow, but we're gonna add additional postures in. So let's float the left knee up, reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Reach the arms back if you'd like. Warrior two, step left foot back, circle the left arm up and spread the right arm forward. Let's go right into a side angle pose, dropping the right forearm or the arm down, sweeping the left arm overhead, and then take 3 big circles with the left arm. Pick one direction and just go for 3 huge circles. And then switch directions when you've had about 3. 3 circles in the opposite direction. From here, reverse the triangle, straighten through both legs and reach the right arm to the sky. Half moon, begin to lean forward out in front of your right leg. Maybe you try without a block today. Maybe you try to keep the right arm floating, just for the sake of adventure. We'll step back slowly to Skandasana. So slowly drop the left foot, feel the step-by-step progression. We're not rushing. In fact, slow is where we go. Use the hands on the mat to help you crawl if you want to the top. Plant the palms. The right leg lifts up and back behind us for 3-limb down dog. And then from our downward facing dog, right leg steps all the way to the top of the mat. Warrior three on the right leg, left leg floats, hands to heart center. Stork pose, pull the left knee into the chest. Add something here, dancer's pose. Connect the left hand to the left foot. And then create more space from there. Take 2 breaths. Right into eagle pose. I know it's a lot, so take a pit stop whenever you need, no worries. The left leg will wrap over the right leg. The left arm will wrap under the right arm. Garudasana, eagle pose. From eagle pose, just unravel the legs slowly, unravel the arms, and relax for a second. Relax for a second. We're stringing a lot of postures together like pretty quickly in today's practice, because this isn't a super long class today, so we're kind of getting right into it. Of course, let's try the other side. Let's float the right knee up, reach the arms up, inhale. Warrior three, exhale, swing the right leg and the arms back. Warrior two, step the right foot, reach with the right arm to draw a circle, landing in warrior two position. Side angle, lean forward, stay long through the left side body, and then begin 3 giant circles with the right arm. Try to keep everything in your body relatively still except for the space from the right shoulder to the right fingertips. Of course, switch sides when you're ready. We'll go from here into reverse triangle, letting the legs extend, shifting towards the back of your mat. From reverse triangle, half moon, lean out in front of you. Reach forward into the half moon. Instead of reaching down into the half moon, find a new experience by reaching forward. We're going to Skandasana, but you have time. So first we step back through the right foot, then we find center, then we shift to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Use your hands if you want to, crawl to the top of the mat. Plant the palms top of the mat, 3-limb dog, left leg lifts to the sky, and then we're stepping the left foot through for warrior two. Left foot stamps, carry the weight onto the left leg. Or did I say warrior two? I meant warrior three. I meant warrior three, the balance. Pull the right knee into the chest, stork position. Add on your dancer's pose. Right foot connects to right hand. Release perfection, and then release the pose. Eagle pose. Wrap the right leg. I know the left leg at this point is getting tired. I know that because I feel it. Unless you just have stronger legs than me, then maybe your left leg is still just chilling. But for me, the left leg is tired, which just adds an element to the experience. See how slowly you can unravel. Give yourself a breath, relax the legs, roll the ankles, or shake out the knees if you want. Let's do one more round of the same exact journey. And we'll see if there's a little more familiarity or muscle memory. Maybe, maybe not. Float the left knee, arms up. Stork pose. Warrior 3, maybe the arms reach back as well. Step back, warrior 2, left arm creates a circle to bring us to warrior 2. Side angle pose, the right fingertips or right elbow placed down. Go for a bind if you want this time in side angle. Maybe the shoulder circles on the last round created space. Release the bind if you have it. Reverse triangle. You could keep a half bind in the reverse triangle. Into half moon. Reach out forward into the future for your half moon. If the right hand wants to come down, let the right hand come down. Your practice, your choice. Skandasana, back of the mat. Maybe you find like a little star pose in between. Then you take it to the back of the mat. Head to the top of the mat. Place your hands to the outsides of the right foot, three-legged dog. Right foot threads to the sky. Step the right foot through for warrior 3. Stamp and then float. Right into dancer's pose. Stand up a little bit. Just skip the stork pose in between, or if you want to take the stork pose, you can, but we're headed to our Natarajasana dancer. Then we're headed right into our eagle pose. It's a bit of a journey. It's a bit of a journey. I know I don't have knees of steel, so I feel this in my knees, but that is even more cause to go slower. Okay, release, come back to standing. Take a breath. Because, you know, we could do easy things all day, but it's really when we take a moment to do things that are hard that it can show us new things about ourselves, or it can provide a new perspective. And even if things are frustrating, it's a good thing for our resiliency to go through hard things and to make it through anyways. Let's float the right knee up into the chest. Last side of this flow. Warrior 3, right leg reaches back. Step back, lead with the right arm, entering warrior 2. Drop the left fingertips or forearm, side angle. With or without the circling into a bind. Reverse triangle, everything lifts. Half moon, begin to reach forward with the left arm. Create more space in the hips. Maybe keep a micro bend in the left knee for strength and balance. Flex the right toes back toward the right shin, knowing that if you fall out of balance, the left hand is always there for you. Step back, come through a little baby star pose, and then back of the mat, Skandasana. Top of the mat, plant the hands around the left foot, 3-limb down dog, left foot to the sky. Warrior 3 on the left foot, so step forward and then come up into your balance. Right into dancer. If you need to just rise and then enter dancer, take your time. From the dancer, we're slowly releasing into eagle pose. Right leg wraps over, right leg wraps on it over, right arm wraps under. Unravel back to standing position. Whew. Okay. We're gonna try a couple last balances for the practice, just now that we're kind of open, we've been moving, we've been balancing. Let's try some simpler flows with just some additional postures. So, lift through the left knee, twist to the left. So you will place your right hand either on the outside of the left knee or on the outside of the left foot if you want to extend your leg. And you can always partially extend your leg. We're going from here to half moon, but don't go yet. Stay in this pose. I'm telling you where we're going so that you can create the transition or create the expectation first. and then create the transition. So see if you can let go of the foot, but keep it floating. Stay facing in this direction with your torso, and we're reaching the left leg back for half moon. We go from half moon to warrior two, stepping the left foot back, reverse the triangle, inhale. Half moon, exhale. Try a different entry for a different experience. Step back through star pose, and we're going from star pose to Skandasana, back of the mat. See, we're all just working and trying our best out here. Crawl the hands to the top of the mat. This time, thread the right leg to the sky for three-legged dog, and then, listen carefully, right foot steps to the outside of the right hand. You might have to step off of the mat, and then drop the left knee down. Circle the right arm back for a quad stretch. Catch your left foot. A block under the left hand is helpful sometimes to find the bind. And you can also take the other version of lizard lunge, where you just kind of keep your hands or your forearms on the ground in front of you, and you fold to the inside of the right leg. Slow it down for a moment. Release your left foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, reach the right arm forward. Okay, let's try something. Let's try to thread our left leg through this gap between the left hand and right foot. So we'll lift up, thread through, sit down. Both legs are in front of us. And then let's cross the legs one over the other. So Sukhasana. Left shin or one shin in front of the other. Just remember which one you did and then fold forward. If you hear any background noises, because we're in a public park and there's some puppies out, the puppies are playing around. We got puppy owners playing with the puppies. You know, it's a whole scene out here. I've been thinking about how it's such a different experience doing yoga in a quiet room where nobody else is there, and then doing yoga where there's other humans around. Maybe doing yoga with you, or doing yoga just somewhere public where people are just kind of observing a person doing yoga. And it's like another process of, okay, how do I take all these distractions, be okay with them, and still find my practice? Reminding ourselves that most of the time people aren't judging. We'll start to lift up. Let's roll onto our backs for a bridge pose, because bridge is a very strengthening pose, but it's also a grounding pose. So go ahead and press to the feet and bridge the hips to the sky. We'll be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on one, lower down. Pull the knees in to the chest. Begin rocking forward and back. Enough to gain momentum. And then we're going to try to go all the way up to standing position. Just see what happens. Gain up a little bit of a charge, and then go for it. Okay, maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. But the thing is, we're here practicing yoga. All right, of course we have the other side. So let's float the right knee up, and then we twist to the right. So you can bring the left hand, again, to the outside of the right knee, or reach for the foot. Both will achieve the intention of the posture. We'll go from here to half moon. Let go of the foot, but try to retain the floating of the leg as the right leg extends back for half moon. Embrace the instability. Embrace your ability to create stability in an unstable environment. Step back, warrior two. From warrior two, reverse the triangle. Back into half moon. Give it one more go for the day. Step back to star. From star to Skandasana, back of your space. From Skandasana, we take it to the top of the mat, plant the palms, 3-limb down dog, left leg wraps to the sky. Step the left foot outside of the left hand. Adjust your stance to make it comfortable. Drop the right knee. Again, you could either fold, you could stay in the lizard with a long spine, or you could reach the left arm back, take a quad stretch and or spinal twist. Release out of this stretch, and then same as last time, we're threading the right leg through. So if you want, you can even rock the hips back and forth, gain some momentum. Right leg threads through, and then take the other forward fold. So the other side, Sukhasana fold. So if you did left shin in front last time, do the right shin in front this time, and then fold over your legs. Find a bit more introverted space, just safe space, and then breathe into a potential stretch in the outer hips. Start to lift up, extend the legs forward, and let's find a moment of power. Wow, that dog is so cute rolling around in the grass. Okay, a moment of power, my friends. I would even say flower power. If you look up at the screen, we got some flowers here. You know, it's just entering spring in Charlotte, so we're about to get some blooms. So yeah, flower power, flowers behind the ear. We're gonna do 50 high boats to low boats. So we'll go high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat, 2, high boat, low boat, and then just keep going. Keep going. And you might need a break. I'll probably need a break. That's 10. You go at whatever speed you want. It's the moment of power. What kind of power? Flower power. Okay, that's 20. Wow, 50 is honestly... Ooh, all right, I'm gonna take a little break. Okay, y'all. You know, we can do hard things, and sometimes we might need to slow down, catch our breath. We're halfway there. Let's get it. Let's get it. About 25 more. All right, let's go. Oh my goodness. All right, this is like our last 10. This is too much. This is too... All right, that's gotta be close. That's gotta be close. That's gotta be close. Okay, lay down on your back. Wow. Wow. I'm either, there's two options. I'm either weaker than I thought I was, or 50 is just, it's just more, it's just a little ridiculous. Okay, we have one more bridge pose. This is our last active pose of the practice. Let's just give it whatever we got, whether that's a little bit or a lot. Okay, we're in bridge pose for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Bind your fingertips behind your backs if you can. 13, 12, and then bring the palms and the base of the wrists together even. Energize through the arms. 10, 11. Oops, that's the wrong direction. 9, 8. I'm working hard that like my brain is having a hard time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Lower down. Whew. Okay. Create a twist in your body by extending the left leg, pulling the right knee in, and then twisting the right leg across the body. Your choice if the right knee stays bent or if the right leg extends out. I think it feels good to extend the right leg because it creates not only a twist but also an outer hip stretch. Right shoulder is heavy and grounded. Come through center. Switch. Same twist, other side. Acknowledging that you might take the same twist on the other side and you might have a different experience. Come back into the center. Whew. Take a happy baby or any other final posture. So happy baby could just be a nice one. I'm actually going to go into plow pose, which plow pose has a similar energy, in my opinion, to happy baby. Just another gentle inversion. Creates a stretch, but hopefully one that's pretty low on effort. Allows the blood to flow through the body, allows us to integrate the practice. When you're ready, take Shavasana. Come onto a flat back. Allow the legs to extend with a little bit of space in between the feet. Allow the palms to rotate to face up, or maybe the palms place on the body, depending on what would feel nice for your energy right now. Close the eyes. Relax the eyelids. Relax the ankles, the knees, the thighs. Relax the middle of the hips. Relax the inside of the pelvis. Relax through the belly. Imagine the inside of the ribs could relax. Imagine the lungs could relax. Imagine the heart could relax as it very gently pumps blood throughout the body. Feel the neck relax. You can adjust your head position if it would help your neck in any way. Acknowledge the space from your shoulders down to the elbows, to the wrist, and then distributing that energy through each fingertip. Feel the tongue relax away from the roof of the mouth. Feel the air flow freely through the nostrils or through the mouth if your nose is stuffy, if it's allergy season wherever you are. Relax through the middle of the eyeballs. Relax the eyebrows away from the top of the head. Imagine the inside of the ears could relax, not striving to take in more noise, being at peace with the environment that we're in. The peace we pursue is the peace we create in our lives. It starts with an intention. As you move into your deep Shavasana rest, perhaps thinking about what intentions are true for you in this moment of your life. What energy are you seeking to create? And what are some small steps that you're taking to move yourself in that direction? Asking ourselves the question, are we becoming who we seek to be? Is the house that we are living in the house that we intended to build? Is the impact we're having the impact that we seek to have? Lastly, we remember to be compassionate to ourselves, acknowledging that we're on the journey toward where we want to be, and that it's not a straight path, it's a winding road. And we embrace the failures because they help us gain awareness and knowledge and wisdom for our next step ahead. My friends, this is where we will leave you to take the remainder of your Shavasana. I recommend spending at least 5 minutes here if you have the space. If not, of course, I hope you proceed throughout the day with mindfulness and with connectedness. Wherever you're heading next, I thank you for joining for this practice. I'm happy you're here, part of the community, part of the vibe, part of the energy. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and until the next one, wishing you nothing but peace.